The School of Veterinary Medicine at the University of Zambia has been in existence for more than 3 decades now, since its inception in 1983. This prestigious school has been churning out quality graduates who have contributed greatly to the welfare of animal health and ecology in the Southern African region and beyond. In April 2018, the Africa Center of Excellence for the Infectious Diseases of Humans and Animals, ACEIDHA, came into existence at the University of Zambia in the School of Veterinary Medicine in order to boost the detection, identification, monitoring and control of emerging and zoonotic diseases. Professor Bernard Hangombe is the ACEIDHA Center leader.
We actually came up with this idea of focusing on infections that affect humans and animals, or infections coming from animals into humans. So before the project life ends, we have a major pandemic, COVID-19 pandemic, where everyone is saying it could have originated from animals. So we have this foresight that these infections, I think we must find means and ways of first detecting them early, then you close in and then control it.
The School of Veterinary Medicine has equipped itself with the latest technology through the ACEIDHA project.
The number of our collaborating partners that actually support us with the systems that we actually use to train students, we were actually able to use those same systems to actually benefit the nation in terms of disease diagnostics. And in this case, that was actually COVID diagnostics. So the equipment, the systems that we have, actually they were the ones that we actually used to confirm this disease in the country. And when the confirmation started, and when now the diseases was at its peak, the center was actually able to move in certain areas where there were no diagnostic facilities, where we went, inspected, and put in ideas on how those places could have these diagnostic facilities.
You may wish to know that the center is running the One Health concept under the ACEIDHA project. The center leader now explains.
One Health is basically a new concept that has come into the world, where you're actually trying to look at infections that cut across. Infection that might come from the environment into the human population, infection that will come from the crops into the human population, from the animals into the human population. And that is the main subject area that we're actually looking at.
It is every higher learning institution's desire to offer programs that are fully accredited. How is the School of Veterinary Medicine doing in this regard with the help of ACEIDHA?
No program was accredited, especially when it comes to postgraduate training. But with the coming of this program, programs are now being accredited. And further to national accreditation, we are now moving further to international accreditation. Our setup is to score on international accreditation.
Dr. Tamala Kambi is the Deputy Vice Chancellor of the University of Zambia.
We've seen a speed up in the development of some courses, and because these were already catered for in terms of accreditation, these were some of the first postgraduate courses to be accredited by our Higher Education Authority. And they've actually also been pushed into the Zambia Qualification Authority to be placed on the qualification framework.
The Deputy Vice Chancellor says the ACEIDHA project is helping the university in many areas of research.
Research is costly. So when there are resources readily available, then research happens faster. And of course, with bringing in postgraduate students, it means there's a lot more research happening. So that also means we're churning out papers, journal papers, and it's improving our ranking. Last year, our ranking jumped from the time when we were number 55, I think, or 45 in 2016 to number 18 in Africa. We believe ACEIDHA contributed.
And when asked about the sustainability of the World Bank project, the Deputy Vice Chancellor says mutually beneficial partnerships are the way to go.
The School of Vet, which houses this project, it attracts a lot of students far and wide. We see that will continue. We believe what we've gotten has helped us to expand, but we shall sustain it through the domesticated programs. And we already have partnerships with part of the private sector, and even some other projects are coming to anchor on this, which are beyond 2024. So be rest assured, this is here to stay.
The center leader is grateful to the World Bank for planting this seed that will produce more fruits in the future.
The seed that has been planted to create accommodation for lambs, to actually expand these offices, will actually allow those other partners to see that they can actually bring in their students on that eco footing, and then we can proceed.
The Africa Center of Excellence for Infectious Diseases of Humans and Animals, a World Bank funded project at the University of Zambia, aims to develop human capacity to tackle challenges of infectious diseases in the region and in the African continent as a whole.
Coming here to ACEIDHA, the African Center of Excellence in Infectious Diseases of Humans and Animals, I thought it was a great opportunity to step out from only being on the human side, but look at it from the animal side as well. So my study is still on Staphylococcus aureus, but now I'm looking at pigs and the workers that work with pigs in the farms as well as in the abattoirs. So this bacteria, as you may know, is sometimes found in humans. Said about 30% of humans harbor this bacteria, and it can be passed on by contact. But it can also be found in the pigs. So basically I'm trying to establish, say, in our pig farms and in the abattoirs, do our pigs harbor this bacteria? And are the workers who work on the pigs at risk of acquiring the bacteria from the pigs? But interestingly, we also, the humans, could be a source of the bacteria to the pigs. So we want to see the transmission between the species here being the pigs and the humans.
Countries in Eastern and Southern Africa have lagged behind in developing the higher education subsector, thereby jeopardizing their growth potential. ACE2 is meant to help address this deficiency through centers of excellence that address critical human resource gaps and innovations in priority sectors. The centers are building their potential to become the regionally leading scientific and academic institutions in their particular field, serving the region collectively to tackle the development challenges they all share.
Thank you.